I know, I'm super late to the party, but I decided to come back to Tekken 8 and see what Season 2 was all about. I was side-eyeing the whole Season 2 debacle as it unfolded initially back in March, so I do know about all the problems regarding it, but I never really experienced Season 2 firsthand. I played a game or two when I was at locals, but not an in-depth experience that would help me internalize and inform me about the game and its current Season 2 incarnation. Well, I played some ranked on stream and some offline matches with my friends, and boy...
It's still fucking raw!
Yeah, they could have baked it in the oven a little bit longer. Now, I know the Balance team have already made changes to rein in on the beast that is Season 2, though it may not be as fast as we would prefer, they are still making efforts. Now, I'm not going to try and rehash most of the same points that the top Tekken creators have already talked about in Season 2, but I would like to talk about a specific character and how playing their Season 2 incarnation allowed me to fully understand the problems that people were talking about. This is how one move encapsulates the problem of Season 2.
Possess its power. I will hold it in.
Zafina!
So, surprise, I main Zafina. Obviously, because I am such a fan of her playstyle. Yeah, let's go with that. In Season 1, I understood the vision the Balance team were going for when it came to Zafina. She is a character reliant on her stances to create offense and mix up her opponent. To get to these stances, you have tools like her 10-frame Punisher, like 1-3 or 1-4, that leads to Scarecrow and Tarantula stance respectively. You have 4-4-3 that leaves you plus on block and into Scarecrow stance, or down 3, an amazing long-range low that puts you into Mantis stance right in front of your opponent. These moves allowed you to get into stance and get access to some of the more deadlier options in her toolkit. The Scarecrow 4, a Power Crush that tornadoes the opponent. Tarantula stance down 1/2, which is a Hell Sweep that can get a follow-up after. You had Mantis down forward 1, a Heat Engager that leaves you plus on block. I can go on and on, but you get it. She used stances. She's a stance character. There were some aspects about her Season 1 incarnation that I didn't really like. For example, her down 3 getting a combo on counter hit, already a good low that starts your mix-up game. Why does it also just get a free combo off of counter hit like that? Also, 444 being this long range, safe, homing mid that wall splats, that's a little much. I don't think Zafina should have access to a move like that in neutral. It should really come from one of her stances, so a better example that's much more fair would be her Mantis down forward 4, a tool locked behind her stance, that wall splats, and is a homing mid. Now, in the grand scheme of things, were these overpowered on the same level as Drag Sneak 4 or Jin Heat Smash? Probably not. But certainly it made her gameplay design thematically inconsistent. Well, it's a good thing the Balance team addressed these moves in the Season 2 Balance patch, especially 444. I'm sure they won't ever make another mistake like that again. I mean, a stance character like Zafina having access to a safe, mid, homing wall splat in neutral like that, that'll be ridiculous. I know this is one of the big things that people picked up on during the preview case of Season 2 during the Tekken Talk, but Jesus Christ, what is this move? It's like they looked at 444 and someone spoke up and said, "Hold up, let me cook." And Jesus Christ, did they create a monstrosity. A long range, homing, safe, mid, wall splats, does even more damage than 444. If it hits, it gives you the Azazel buff, and with the buff, you even get more damage if it hits, or if you block it, it gives you plus frames.
We dreamed of creating the world's strongest
Tekken move.
And we succeeded.
The only negative it has is that it uses your health, so you can't spam it per se, but it's recoverable health. So you can still get the health back during the match. Oh, and by the way, that universal health buff that was given to everyone, guess who that helps? In neutral, but especially near the wall, if I were dealing with Zafina, why would I ever risk trying to sidewalk or duck my stance mix-up approaches if it means I could get hit by back 1+2? This is exactly what happened when I was playing casuals with my friends. So most games they were just scared to use their movement to avoid my stance mix-up approaches and just stood there and took whatever I could throw at them. This is what the crux of Season 2's problem is. A move that has way too many upsides that reduces how each player navigates the matchup, and it boils down to who can abuse their broken move more effectively. Not only that, but this move also goes against character identity. How is a stance-based character's best move not from one of their stances or leads to their stance? Instead, their best move is just this long, oppressive tool that they could use in neutral with no real downsides. That's just my quick thoughts. When I came back to playing Tekken and experiencing it firsthand, I finally understood all the crazy nonsense that people were talking about. Despite all of that ranting, what I want to be clear is that with this game, I'm still having fun. I still enjoy playing it with my friends and occasionally playing it on stream, but I can definitely empathize with the problems people have with its current state. Though the Balance team, however, are making continuous patches throughout the year and are trying to tone down the game to be less insane and... Wait. This sounds familiar. Anyway, thanks for watching the ramblings of a dogshit Tekken player like myself. Tell me in the comments what you think is a similar move like Zafina's back 1+2 that's super broken and shouldn't really be in the game. But other than that, thank you very much for watching this video. This is the Yuckster. I'll see you next time.